Morning!
Morning!
So, we start this poems and songs course soon. What are we going to do? Do you think it will be difficult?
Hey, it's all here. We just put it into some kind of order.
Do you think we'll have to sing?
Nah, the student will do that.
There's an idea. We need to make it really easy for the students.
And us.
Why don't we do a top 10 of the poetic devices? You know, put them into some sort of order and make it easier for the students to remember.
Right, you do it.
Well, I could try, but it'll be a bit rough and ready.
Kick back, slip off your shoes, and welcome to the top 10 poetic devices. Coming in at number 10, it's alliteration. Alliteration. Miles of matching mountains. This is when a string of words is used with the same consonant at the beginning of each word. This is used to make language exciting, funny, or even scary. Exciting! Frantically, the fox ran faster through the furrows. Funny! Oh, buzz off, you big blue-faced baboon. Scary. The silver spider slowly sidled towards her.
Moving up from number 11 last week to number 9 is onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is when a word makes the same sound as the object is talking about. From poetry, swoosh, swish, paddling down a creek, splish, splash, whoomp, a fish jumps on me. From advertising, snap, crackle, and pop.
Staying where it is at number 8 for the 4th week in a row, it's repetition. Repetition. Repetition is one of the most basic ideas in poetry and one of the most commonly used. There are all sorts of repetition. The repetition of rhythmic elements called meter, the repetition of sounds called rhyme, and the repetition of words and phrases. From poetry, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep.
Dropping down to number 7 from last week's number 6, we have rhyme. Rhyme. This is a massive area. We'll look at 2 types. Full rhyme, perfect rhyme, is when the last vowel and following syllables are the same. Wish, dish, smiling, filing. Most rhyme we notice is end rhyme, meaning the rhyme occurs as the last word. But you can also have internal rhyme, where a word in the middle of the line sounds the same as a word at the end. His only cloak was made of smoke. When we trace rhyming sounds in lines of poetry, we give them letters to show which ones are the same, and eventually see a pattern of rhyme through the poem. Poetry that doesn't rhyme is called free verse, very popular these days and perhaps easier to write.
Zooming into number 6 is rhythm. Rhythm. It's the sense of movement created by the arrangement and the duration of the stressed and unstressed syllables. Falling rhythm is when the stress falls on the first syllables of the word, hopefully moving forward. Rising rhythm is when the stress falls on the last syllables of the word. Forget tonight, my sweet. It's a powerful device for setting the pace and the mood of the poem.
Staying where it was for the last 14 weeks is simile. Simile. A simile is when one thing is compared to another using the words like or as. Her hair blew away from her face like a silk scarf.
Dropping down from number 3 last week, we have metaphor. Metaphor. A metaphor is when one thing is described as another. The comparison is usually implicit as opposed to explicit. We've got a problem that's a hard nut to crack. Life's just a bowl of cherries. Your mum's a star. We use this device to create associations, images, and to link unexpected things together. It is a major, powerful device in poetry.
At the top 3. At number 3, we have metonymy. Metonymy. Metonymy is a whole-part relationship in language, where the part can stand for the whole and vice versa. All hands on deck. This means all people help. Hands means people. The petition went to Downing Street. Downing Street means the government. Metonymy is used to show associations and provide alternative ways of referring to the same thing.
And at number 2 we have personification. Personification. Personification is when we give non-human things human characteristics. My mobile phone is my best friend. She never lets me down. Personification is used to bring objects and animals to life, sometimes for comic effect.
And coming in as number 1 is imagery. Imagery is the use of language to represent objects, actions, feelings, thoughts, ideas, and states of mind. It usually means a mental picture, but doesn't have to be. It can help the reader in terms of another sense, a sound, smell, something to touch or taste.
Kick off your shoes and relax your socks. The rhymes will spread just like a pox, 'cause the music is live like an electric shock.
As you can see, imagery involves the use of other devices such as simile and metaphor.